All right, guys. Today we're talking about what are we talking about, Neil?
So today's the Halloween special. We're going to be talking about stigmatized homes. So, I mean, just to start things off, what exactly is a stigmatized home? If anybody can answer that really quick.
The official definition, or is it the?
Yeah, just give an official. Let's give the official definition, and then we'll see if we have to humanize it.
Okay, let me guess off of memory. So it's like basically there's something wrong with it, but nothing technically wrong with it.
Yeah,
so exactly. A human way of saying it.
Yeah.
Something
so
that probably
actually
happened in the property that just made it to be like, like a bad sign or something like that.
But it's not broken, so you can't like a bad omen or something. It's not like something you could say that it's an actual patent or Latin defect.
Yeah,
it's not a defect on the property that says this is broken or there's mold in here and you purposely hit it. That's a Latin defect.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay,
exactly.
so stigmatism is something that is just not known. I mean, it's not good for the general public, and you don't like it. Mm-hmm. But like it's haunted, for example.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like how do you quantify that?
Right. Yeah.
Exactly, and that's moving on to my next point. So what I wanted to bring up for this Halloween is, would you live in a stigmatized home? Because a lot of these things can be murder. Like there was a murder in the house. Somebody got strangled in the house. It could be the house is haunted. You might see paranormal activity. Or it could also just be like, a grow up or something.
I personally, it all depends. Like if it's, let's just say grow up or whatever, it's whatever. But like murder home, someone died in it, no. I'm a no for that. That's kind of freaky.
Why?
What do you mean?
I think it depends on the house. Like if it's a nice enough house and it was long enough ago, maybe.
You paint over the bloodstains. It's okay.
The landlord special. You paint over the bloodstain.
Light a candle. You won't notice anything.
No, I don't know. I wouldn't. It'd be freaky. The energy is there for sure.
It's definitely weird, but like, and what I wanted to go to was the pros and cons of being in these stigmatized homes, because they could be a lot cheaper than whatever is out on the market.
Okay, well, what's the stigma, first of all?
So let's say
which stigma?
In this situation, there is a house available and there was a murder in it. So it was an old man. He was 60 years old, got strangled. Okay. This house, in comparison to the rest of the market, is a lot cheaper. So I don't know that the listing itself, like I don't know the details, but let's say it's a 2-bedroom, right? House, bungalow, and there's another 2-bedroom house, bungalow beside it. One is a lot cheaper. Like how much?
First of all, is this in Toronto?
Yeah. This
is actual listing?
Yeah. If you look on what website did you give me again? It's the House Creep.
Yeah. So you found the property.
See all these
okay, so did the agent disclose that there's a stigmatized?
It's because it was on Toronto Star, so then you could see the location of.
But on the actual MLS listing, does it say?
It doesn't have to. You don't have to.
Okay, yeah. So first of all, in Toronto and Ontario, for that matter, you don't have to disclose that a property is stigmatized. You don't have to disclose that somebody died or got murdered in the house or whatever. But the only thing is, in the Real Estate Council of Ontario, we're saying that you should disclose. It's voluntary disclosure because. Okay, so there's two arguments to this. On one hand, if you don't disclose, you might get sued in the future if the neighbors say, "Oh my God, I can't believe you guys bought that murder house." What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Very relevant.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Don't you know your lawn has buried bodies underneath? Don't you know that?
Right.
And you're like, "What the?" And then you're going to sue you, right? So that's on one hand. But on the other hand, if you disclose it and you don't have to disclose it, then the person you're acting for, which is the seller, might say, "Hey, you're unjustly lowering the price of my property by." Announcing stigmatism. So I guess you have to kind of beware when that situation happens.
Yeah.
But in this case, if there was an actual murder house, would you live in it is the question?
Yeah, would you live in it? Considering the pro being it's going to be a lot cheaper than whatever the market serves.
I mean, I think the Toronto market is pretty efficient when the fact where if there's a deal, someone's going to buy it.
Yeah, would that be you though? Would that be you?
But I mean, it doesn't have to be me. I mean, I guess the better one would be like the ones that back onto cemeteries. Those sell, you know what I mean? You're not getting a discount. Well. Right, you get a quiet neighbor or whatever. But it depends which culture you're in. It depends what you believe in.
Yeah.
But that was my question. Like, would you live in that? Because I personally, like, I don't know, somebody got like strangled in there. I don't know.
Come on. I'm okay. Well, I guess the question is, do you believe in ghosts? Do you believe in astrology? Do you believe in hokey pokey stuff? Right.
I mean, the energy is there for sure. Like you see
keep saying energy.
I got chills thinking about
Yeah.
Seriously.
Michael, what do you think?
I think it depends on the murder, depends on who was murdered and how long ago.
The situation.
Like, I don't know, was that guy generally a happy guy? Like, is he angry? Is he seeking vengeance? Then maybe no. I don't know if he's like a happy-go-lucky kind of guy who really didn't deserve it, and it was like a freak accident, or like if someone's breaking into his house and robbing him.
So you're saying like if a mobster just got outed over there, it's okay?
No. If a mobster got outed there, then
honestly,
like, definitely no.
Change it a little bit.
Yeah, that changes it a lot. But if it's like a happy-go-lucky guy,
would you buy a Paul Bernardo house?
Or that guy in Leaside who the gardener. I don't know if you guys remember that or not. He murdered a bunch of people and he buried them on his lawn or something.
No, that house is a little bit different. I feel like that's an ongoing crime scene.
Yeah.
So yeah, it really depends on what.
So Amityville Horror, we live in the house?
No.
See, that's what I mean. Like it all depends on that.
No, but that was a very violent series of murders.
All right, quickly, here's another property. Then this one, I don't know if it's actually haunted, but you know where they filmed it? The haunted the house.
Yeah, the house.
It's at
Toronto?
Pape and Riverdale.
Come on, really?
Pape and
Riverdale.
Oh, cool.
Right around the corner from here.
Yeah. So that house, let's consider it is haunted. You know, let's say that's where Pennywise is. Would you live in that house?
Hell no.
A murder clown? No.
Like he's not there anymore.
No.
It's long gone. Would you live in that house?
I'm good.
I mean, I bought an estate sale before. Whatever, I don't care.
Kenne's like, I'm making a
how
few
much of a
units out of
discount?
this. There's 4
I'm not
units
gonna
out
live there.
of this
Tenant's
place.
gonna live there.
Landlord's going to charge the ghost rent.
Yeah. Would you live in that dollhouse on Pape or what is that? Jones?
Oh,
That's freaky, man.
dolls I can't do.
I can't do that.
I can't do dolls.
No, that one creeps me out.
Okay. Well, you know what?
You guys are chicken. You guys are all chicken. Whatever, man. If there's a deal, there's a deal. Grab it.
So there it is. Okay, so that's what it is for stigmatized homes. It's basically anything that could be relevant information for it's whatever swayed people's decision for buying a house. It could be a murder. It could be grow up. Honestly, grow ups, I don't really care too much. Unless there's mold.
I hope they forgot something.
Grow up does matter. I do care about grow up because of exactly
mold
there could be
unless
there's
damage.
mold.
Mold could be damage, and you have to disclose it. That you should disclose. You have to disclose actually. So that is a patent, not defect, whatever. But
material defect, right?
No, it's either patent or latent defects, not material. So material is like, is it big enough of an issue that you have to disclose it?
Oh yes,
Is it relevant? But
yeah,
it's more like
grow up. You have to.
I forgot the mix between two, patent and latent defect. But one of them means that it's obviously and it's visible and you broke it. The other one is ones that was broken but you hid it.
Oh,
okay.
And then you try to purposely like for example, there's mold in the basement, right?
Technically,
and you painted over it.
Yeah.
Right, and you sold it. You can get sued for that.
Yeah. Technically,
you knew
could be both then as a grow up if it's not remediated.
Yeah. But that's a good deal for it, for sure. Grow ups.
Yeah.
Look, the way I look at it, and I'm an experienced homeowner, so it's a little bit different. But the way I look at it is I'm buying the house and the property, not the appliances that break down, not the chattels that break down. If there's any structural defects that can't be remedied, like most of it can be remedied. It just depends how much money you want to spend on it. So the determination for me is whether or not I buy a house is if it costs way too much to fix it, that you weren't expecting, and that would uncover as a result. Typically of a home inspection. But for the most part, anything can be remedied at the end of the day. It just depends how much money you want to put in. And like, if the opportunity is great and it's right there in the location you want and the size you want and the budget you want, and you can actually deal with the repairs and live with it, buy the house.
Yeah.
There you go.
Pennywise, watch out. Student housing is coming near you.
All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah. Thanks. Good topic, Neil. And I guess I'll catch you next time.
Thanks, everyone. Bye.
Special guest Bahder. What's up?
Yeah.